if I wait for just a second more, I know I'll forget what I came here for. My head was so full of things to say, but as I opened my lips, all my words slip away. Oh, anyway, I can't believe you wanna turn the page, move your life onto another stage. You can change the chapter, you can change the book, but the story remains the same if you take a look. For the times we've had, I don't want to be a page in your diary, babe. For the good or bad, I don't want to see a page in your diary, babe. For the happy, the sad, I don't want to be another page in your diary. Perhaps if I held you, I could win again. I could take your hands, we're talking maybe then. That look in your eyes, I always recognize. You tell me everything is gonna be fine. You're gonna be mine for a long time. For the times we've had, I don't want to be a page in your diary, babe. For the good and the bad, I don't want to see a page in your diary, babe. For the happy, the sad, I don't want to be another page in your diary. For the times we've had, I don't want to be a page in your diary, babe. For the good and the bad, I don't want to see page in your diary, babe. For the happy, the sad, I don't want to be another page in your history.
Okay. Hi people. Hi, how's it going? Hi. How's everybody doing? I'm just going to be right honest with you once again. I really didn't prepare much tonight, and I'm also going to be very honest with you and say this is kind of therapy. If you know me, I'm prone to panic and anxiety, and for some reason, for reasons that are completely unknown to me, it's returned with a vengeance lately. And one of the things that actually makes me feel a little bit better is playing music and hanging out with y'all. So there we go. We're serving two masters tonight. Scott's here, Kathy's here. Hi, my mom's here. Hi, people. Lori's here. Hi.
Jack's watching on YouTube. He says, please play the Lori song and the Jack Poop song.
So Jack is watching. Hi, bud. He had hipped us to this guy on YouTube who does these songs where he basically shouts people's names. Lori, Lori. And then he's got a song just called Jack Poop.
Jack Poop, Jack Poop, Jack Poop, Jack Poop, Jack Poop, Jack. Jack, Jack Poop, Poop, Jack, Jack Poop, Poop, Jack, Jack Poop.
Yeah, so there you go. And it literally goes like that for 5 minutes. It's glorious. Do yourself a favor, folks. Honest to God. It's a work. So just because says I can panic anytime I will listen. Excellent, good. And I'm glad to know that my panic is welcome here. So as I was saying, I really didn't prep too much tonight, which at this point you're used to it. Are you not? You are. So let's see what I did prepare. And of course, at any point, why just proffer a request, and I will do my best to honor it and or molest it. I don't think I wanted to say it. No. Didn't sit well. Didn't come out well with you. It is do you realize that we are close to being a quarter of the way done with this year? Is that crazy? That is crazy, right? I don't know what I'm expecting. I mean, the days go in an orderly fashion. It's not like anything out of the ordinary has happened. It's just, you just happen to notice, right? You remember, like, well, when you're younger, of course, each year that passes by represents a larger fraction of your life. So when you turn from 6 to 7, that's a sixth of your life. That's a lot of your life. I think I just passed 1/55th of my life, so it doesn't really have the same impact. But do you remember when it's like, when's it gonna be Christmas? I want it to be Christmas too! Oh, I can't wait. And your birthday and all that stuff. It's like, fucking Christmas again? Is it Christmas again? Is it? This can't possibly be. I swore when I was a youngster, I swore a lot of things when I was a youngster. One was that I would never stop watching cartoons. That happened. The other is that Christmases would always be my favorite thing. That stayed pretty much the same. Christmas Day is my favorite day of the year, by far. I also said to myself that I would never be the kind, if I ever had kids, which, as you know, spoiler, didn't work out. And by didn't work out, I mean, we didn't want to. But I would never be the kind of parent, and I'm not saying that my parents ever were, my parents were exceptional parents, as you all know. But I would never be the kind of adult who would be like, oh, well, you talk down to kids and that, well, how were you today? It's like, I hated that. Probably because I was a very small statured child. I didn't, and as a male, it's very emasculating. I didn't become the size that I am until like well into college, maybe even a little after college. I think I kept growing after college. Like I was in my early 20s, I was still growing. So I hated it when adults would be like, "Where the hell were you today?" I'm like, "I'm 12." So yeah. I'm on a tangent. I've got we do. Kathy says we spring forward this week. Is Ford watching? Can I swear? Can I let my freak flag fly on my thoughts? Here. We'll play something tangentially related to that. Why not?
The afternoon has gently passed me by. The evening spreads its sails against the sky, waiting for tomorrow. It's just another day. As I bet yesterday. Bring on the night. Couldn't stand another hour of daylight. I said, bring on the night. Couldn't stand another hour of daylight. The future is but a question mark. If it sets itself against the dark, said bring on the night. Couldn't stand another hour of daylight. Bring on the night. Couldn't stand another hour of daylight. Bring on the night. Couldn't stand another hour of daylight. Bring on the night.
Yeah, and that's, yeah, you know, with the Police songs, the Sting songs, they just repeat the chorus over and over and over again until they fade off into the sunset. I like playing Sting songs just because he's always turning everything into O's. So it's like,
Zombie yesterday, goodbye, yo.
now, you may never have wondered, but if you ever have, I'm here to address this for you. You may wonder why I have such dead-eyed opprobrium for Bono, and yet Sting gets a pass. Because really, if you put those two in like an arrogance-o-meter, boy, oh boy, Sting wins every time. He is an arrogant man. In fact, I think his former bandmate Stuart Copeland once remarked that he was arrogant at birth. I think that's right. I can't honestly say why. Maybe it's because Sting doesn't pretend like he knows our culture and our music better than we do. How about that? We'll start there. I don't know. I like a few Sting songs. Maybe that has something to do with it. And then I don't much care for any of U2's tracks, except for the stuff where they were being Irish. The early stuff. Or, that's a great album. Sunday Bloody Sunday, fabulous track. I don't know. Listen, it takes all kinds. You guys have heard me sound off on this for forever. Jack requests. No, I just You're talking about daylight saving time. Laurel was, and I just read something, if I could find it on my phone or whatever. Basically, it was an article in Washington Post talking about how there are a number of sleep doctors who basically say that they advocate for leaving it the way it fucking is, and not switching over to daylight saving time because it's bad for our sleep, right? We have this, disruption every year where people are less productive at work. He says there are workplace accidents, all these horrible outcomes. People have heart problems, all sorts of things. Boy, oh boy, I'm telling you, that seems like making a pretty strong case for keeping the daylight saving time at bay. Anyway. I'm talking a lot because I didn't honestly prepare anything. I didn't. But Kathy's here, so I'll play a Got It House song. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Well, I'm really close tonight, and I feel like I'm moving inside her, lying in the dark. I feel that I'm beginning to know her, let it go. I'll be there when you call, yeah, whenever I fall at your feet. Do you let your tears rain down on me whenever I touch your slow turning pain? You're hiding from me now, something in the way that you're talking. Words don't sound right, but I hear them all moving inside you. I'll be waiting when you call, yeah, whenever tears rain down on me whenever I touch your slow turning pain. The finger of blame has turned upon itself, and I'm more than willing to offer myself. Do you want my presence or need my help? Who knows where that might lead? And I'll fall whenever I fall at your feet. Do you let your tears rain down on me whenever I fall? Oh, whenever I fall.
Hey, okay, good. Neil and the boys. You gotta love that. I don't know what. Oh, here we go. Let's do this. I'm kind of. I got a hankering to play. Oh God, this. You know, I think I might. Let me see if I can pull this out of my buns here. Let's see. I'm not even going to. I'm not even going to announce this song. I'm just gonna play it. See what happens. It's a great song by a silly band. Let's just say that. It's a great song by a silly band. Hi.
Your mom says that Missy is on.
Missy. Hello, Missy.
Cousin?
Hello. Well, welcome. All right. Are these the right chords? Let me see if I can find a better transcription of this, and if I can't, then screw it. I'll play something else. Did I miss any requests? Did I miss any requests for anybody? From Jack. I don't, honestly, I know the chorus of I Touch Myself. Jack, as well we all do, but I don't think I have, okay, so let's see if I can. No, I can't. I'll figure this song out for next week. Okay, let's do this instead. Listen, this is the finest entertainment that you can pay money for. Am I right? Listen, I don't charge for this. Holy shit. Jack, Ford's not on tonight, is he? Because I feel some swearing coming on. I can't hold it back much longer. I'll do my best if Ford is on. Now, if he's still hanging out and before he's gone to bed, all right. So.
Well, I saw her today at the reception. Glass of wine in her hand. Well, I knew she was gonna make her connection. At her feet was a footloose man. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. sometimes, but you just might find to get what you need. Well, I went down to the demonstration to get my fair share of abuse, singing, we're gonna vet our frustration. If we don't, gonna blow a 50 amp fuse. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. Oh, you can try sometimes, but you just might find you get what you need. Well, I went down to the Chelsea drugstore to get your prescription filled.
It's a drug dealer.
Well, I was standing in line with Mr. Jimmy. Man, he looked pretty ill. Decided we would have a soda. My favorite color, ginger ale. And I sung my song to Mr. Jimmy. He said one word, and that was dead. Said you can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. But you can try sometimes, but you might find you get what you need.
Why, a little-known band from the last century, the kids are calling it, in the late 20th century. The Rolling Stones, I believe they had like one that was never heard from again, strangely. Actually, I listen to, Lori and I have satellite radio, we have Sirius XM radio, and I occasionally will listen to Underground Garage. And they play a lot of the Rolling Stones, but they will play stuff from like their early Brian Jones era. These guys wrote so much, it was just falling out their ass, these songs. And boom, there's another one, boom, there's another one. Apparently, I don't know. Okay, let's see. My Life by Billy Joel. A Ford is Asleep. Okay, good. Excellent fucking news. I don't know. As I said earlier tonight was going to be therapeutic for me. It's been a bit of an anxiety-riddled week. Not entirely sure why, but you know. Listen, you would hope that as you get into middle age, that these sorts of things would abate, right? That you would begin to calm yourself down. I hope at some point, maybe in my 90s, like I'm going to live in my 90s, but if I were to, maybe by that point, my mom has always said that she makes it into her 90s, she's going to take up cocaine, I think it was. Okay, I'm going to do heroin. I'm going to be like Alan Arkin in Little Miss Sunshine. I'm going to take a heroin. Jack says, My Life by Billy Joel. Go ahead, you can do what you want, this is my life. I was very heartened to find out that Billy Joel is as bothered by and intimidated by songwriting as I am. I always thought he was one of those guys who's like, hey, I wrote the piano man, boom. But apparently he just used to just absolutely sweat bullets over every note over his songs. That made me like him more. Let's see. I don't know if I know how to play this. Bear with me, please. Curse you, Meyenberg. We'll skip the interstitial part.
Got a call from an old friend. We used to be real close. Said he couldn't go on the American way. Closed the shop, sold the house, bought a ticket to the West Coast. Now he gives them a standard routine in LA, but don't you need to worry for me, 'cause I'm alright. I don't want you to tell me it's time to come home. I don't care what you say anymore, this isn't my life. Go ahead with your own life, leave me alone. I never thought you had a second to become another second chance. I never said I was a victim of circumstance. I still belong, don't get me wrong. You can speak your mind, but not on my time. They would tell you you can't sleep alone in a strange place. Then they tell me you can't sleep with somebody else. But sooner or later you sleep in your own space. Either way, it's okay. You wake up with yourself right on. Boom, boom. I don't need you to worry for me, 'cause I'm alright. I don't want you to tell me it's time to come home. But I don't care what you say anymore, this isn't my life. Go ahead with your own life, leave me alone. I never said you had to offer me another on a second chance. I never said I was a man or another victim of circumstance. I still belong, don't get me wrong. You can speak your mind, but not on my time. Piano solo. That's what it says. I don't care what you say anymore, this isn't my life. Go ahead with your own life, leave me alone.
There we go. I'm not going to do this. How about that? William Joel. All right. What are we doing here? Okay, so oh, Kathy, I love you. Hi. Oh, If You Leave by OMD. What a delightful idea.
Okay, apparently it's your cousin Melissa. And
Yes.
she requested, is she really going out with him?
So I did play that last week.
You gave her.
And I made a hell of a hash of it. I will do that again, and on both accounts. I will play it again, and I will certainly make a hash out of it. But let's give it a go. In the summertime.
Scott also had several requests if you scroll back up.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna do If You Leave for Scotty for sure. I haven't played that in a while. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, this is not 100% on my wheel. You're all no way, right? Because obviously I'm a piano virtuoso. I just proved it with my last Billy Joel outing. I'm a genius, obviously. Pretty women are walking with gorillas down my street. From my window I'm staring while my coffee goes cold. Look over there, there's a lady we used to know. She's married now or engaged or something, so I'm told. Hang on, I'll get it. Is she really going out with him? Is she really gonna take him home tonight? Is she really going out with him? 'Cause if my eyes don't deceive me, there's something going wrong around here. Around here. Tonight's the night when I go to all the parties down my street. I wash my hair and I kid myself I look real smooth. Look over there, where there comes Jeannie with her new boyfriend. He's married now for much, and so there goes your proof. Is she really going out with him? Is she really gonna take him home tonight? Is she really going out with him? 'Cause if my eyes don't deceive me, there's something going wrong around here. Hang on. This whole bridge section is crazy. What if looks could kill? There's a man there who's marked down as dead. 'Cause I had my fiddle. Listen, you take your hands from her head. I get so mean around this scene. Hey, hey, yeah. Bam, wham, boo, doo. Is she really going out with him? Is she really gonna take him home tonight? Is she really going out with him? 'Cause if my eyes don't deceive me, there's something going wrong around here. Around here. Something going wrong around here. Around here. Okay, there. Oh boy. Direct your letters to. All right. Hi, Rachel. What's up? Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh yeah. So Scotty wanted to hear "If You Leave." How are we doing on time here? All right. I typed in "If You Leave" in the Chicago song. Baby, please don't go. They were apparently a very popular band. We hear this on Casey's Weekly Top 40 Countdown. Chicago is ever present in the 1970s, and like you forget how omnipresent they were, and yet like most of those guys could just walk down the street. Even then, nobody knew what any of them looked like. Rock stardom was a very different thing back then.
Don't leave now, please don't take my heart away, and promise me just one more night, then we go our separate ways, with hours left, with time on our sides, and now it's fading fast. Every second, every moment we gotta make it last. To touch you once, I touch you twice, I won't let it go at any price. I need you now, like I need you then. I always said we'd still be friends someday. If you leave, well, I won't cry, I won't waste one single day. But if you leave, don't look back, I'll be running the other way. 7 years went under the bridge like time was standing still. Heaven knows what happens now. You gotta say you will. I touch you once, I touch you twice, I won't let it go at any price. I need you now, like I need you then. You always said we'd meet again. I touch you once, I touch you twice, I won't let it go at any price. I need you now, like I need you then. You'd always said we'd still be friends. Key change. I touch you once, I touch you twice, I won't let it go at any price. I need you now, like I needed you then. You'd always said we'd meet again.
I feel we should have a John Hughes Day here in the United States, just to celebrate Generation X. Am I right? And we would just play all of our songs, and that'd be one of them. We would just did all over the country. Every theater would play nothing but like John Hughes films. Everything, the entire Molly Ringwald oeuvre, right? Hi, Laura's here, everybody.
Oh, I'm so excited. I listened to you singing that song on repeat so much I wore out the tape.
Oh my God, I forgot that I gave you that tape. That's very funny. Well, good. I'm certain that the version that I gave you, first of all, a much younger man recorded that song. Also, I probably played it much better on tape than I just played it right now. In any event, Ray says, this was always my envious thought throughout high school. Envious thought that we should have a Generation X Day. I think we should. I think it's a great idea. Stamps. Declare it a national holiday. Listen, Joe Biden, if you want to, win over Generation X, I think that's what we need to do. Okay, kids. How is everybody doing tonight? This is so delightful that everybody's here. Did Jack have another request? I'm sorry, I did my life. I did do that.
Jack said, Nowhere Man by the Beatles.
Oh, okay, sure. Let's try it. I've never played Nowhere Man before, but there's always a first time. I'm wondering if I can find. So there's this transcription site that I use. It's not that I'm just simply pulling all these songs out of my ass. It's right here on the computer. And sometimes the transcriptions, chef's kiss. Other times, not so much. We'll see what happens here.
He is a real nowhere man, sitting in his nowhere land, making all his nowhere plans for nobody. Doesn't have a point of view, knows not where he's going to. Isn't he a bit like you and me? Nowhere man, please listen. You don't know what you're missing. Nowhere man, the world is at your command. He's as blind as he can be, just sees what he wants to see. Nowhere man, can you see me at all? Nowhere man, don't worry, take your time, don't hurry, leave it all till somebody else lends you a hand. He doesn't have a point of view, knows not where he's going to. Isn't he a bit like you and me? Nowhere man, please listen. Don't you know what you're missing? Nowhere man, the world is at your command. Hey, he's a real nowhere man, sitting in his nowhere land, making all his nowhere plans for nobody. Making all his nowhere plans for nobody. Making all his nowhere plans for nobody.
Hey, I loved that song when I was a kid. I've never tried to play that before. These kids like this other unknown band, the Rolling Stones. They had these Beatle kids. They had a couple songs and then just faded into obscurity. Nobody knows what happened to them. Laurel and I were talking recently. We watched that movie yesterday. Mom, I know you saw that, and we've compared notes. Wonderful film. Absolutely terrific film. The only way that was able to happen was with the permission of Paul and Ringo, because they used so many of those songs. I mean, it was the entire soundtrack was all Beatles songs. But one of my favorite moments is where, for those of you who don't know, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but basically the premise of the whole thing is this guy slips into this time warp somehow where like the lights go off for a minute, and then when he wakes back up, he's like, he winds up in the hospital because he gets hit by a bus. Fun. And when he wakes up, he discovers that the Beatles in this new reality never existed, but he remembers all the songs. And so he's a struggling musician. He's like, well, I'm gonna, he just decides to make a devil's bargain. I'm like, I'm gonna play all these songs. I'm gonna, play the Beatles songs for the world. And he's playing Let It Be for the first time for his parents, and all these interruptions.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary, and I'm ding, ding, ding,
Oh, no, I need to get a cup of tea. I'm going to get a cup. Mom, you're the first people in the world to ever hear. Let it be. Now I'm done. Okay. What time is it? Okay, so gosh, we're bumping up against the hour. Let's do. Did I have? I didn't really prepare much of anything tonight.
I had 2 other requests, but now I can't scroll back to them. Can you?
Wait, did you? Did you personally have requests? Laura said she had requests. Does anybody remember what Laura requested?
Scott had several, what?
I'm asking if anybody remembers what you requested.
No, Scott had several requests.
Oh,
but I
okay.
can't go back to that now, is what I said.
Well, he requested Ultravox Dancing with Tears in My Eyes, which is a great song from our youth. I don't think I can play that. but thank you for the request. And then OMD If You Leave, which I did play, and that was delightful. What else could I play? Here, we'll just do a Ryan Adams tune, good old Ryan Adams, and then I'll leave you to your evening. Go-Go's This Town. Oh, Scott. All right. Let's see.
Anything by the Smiths.
Let's see if I can play this song, This Town, for Scott. I'm not confident at all, but let's see. All right, there's one transcription. Somebody took the time. We all know the chosen toys of catty girls and pretty boys make up that face. Jump in the race. Life's a kick in this town. No, I can't. I'll learn it for you. Tell you what, I'll learn it for you. This town is our. Oh, you sit on guitar? That's not going to help. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Yeah. All right. I'm going to play a Ryan Adams tune, and then I'm going to disappear into the night, and you'll never know I was here. I take only photographs, leave only footprints. That's going to be your visit with me. How about that? La-da-da. Well, I went down to Houston and I stopped in San Antonio. Passed up the station for a bus. I was trying to find me something, but I couldn't sure just what. Man, I ended up with pockets full of dust. And I went down to Houston and I ended up insane. I bought a borrowed suit and learned to dance. Well, I was spending money like the way it likes to rain. Man, I ended up with pockets full of cane. Oh, my sweet Carolina, what compels me to go? Oh, my sweet disposition, may you one day carry me home. I ain't never been to Vegas, but I gambled up my life. Built newsprint boats, I raced the sewer mains.
trying to find me something, but I wasn't sure just what. It's funny how they say some things will never change. Oh, my sweet Carolina, what compels me to go? Though my sweet disposition, may you one day carry me home. Well, up here in the city, it feels like things are closing in. Sunset's just my light bulb burning out. Oh, I miss Kentucky, and I miss my family. Where the sweetest winds they blow across the south. Oh, my sweet Carolina, what compels me to go? Though my sweet disposition, may you one day carry me home. May you one day carry me home. May you one day carry me home.
Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness, you guys, I feel a lot better. Thank you for taking the time tonight to hang out. Yeah, so we'll be back with a show on Saturday, of course. And we'll be back. It seems like Thursday night is the night where this works out better than Wednesday night. So next Thursday, we can hang out. Thanks, you guys, for being here. It means the world to me. Melissa, I don't know if you're still here. Wonderful of you to join tonight. So cool. And I love all you people. This has been so delightful. All right, you guys. We'll see you on Saturday. All right.